They said the old dollmaker never spoke to anyone after his daughter died, only to his creations. Every night, people passing by his workshop would hear him whispering softly, as if the dolls were whispering back. When anyone was brave enough to ask who he was talking to, he would only smile and say, "She still visits." That winter, a young girl went missing near the frozen forest. The search went on for days, but they found nothing. Then, a few days later, a new doll appeared in the workshop window. It was pale, perfect, with eyes like chips of ice, and tied in its hair was the same red ribbon the missing girl always wore. The townsfolk whispered that the dollmaker had simply made another tribute to a lost soul. They didn't know the truth. They didn't know he'd been trying to make just one doll right, one that could bring his own daughter back. That night, he began one last piece. He worked without rest, the sound of his carving knife a constant frantic rhythm against the wood. Days turned into weeks, until one night, the carving stopped. The silence was heavier than any sound had ever been. When the townsfolk finally broke down the door, he was gone. But every doll in the shop was now facing the entrance, their painted mouths all curved into the same knowing smile. In his chair sat a new doll, older, with lines of grief carved into its wooden face, and wearing his own tiny spectacles. Pinned to its chest was a note written in trembling ink. Debt paid. The shop has been locked ever since, but at night, local children say they can still hear the faint sound of carving coming from within, and sometimes a second voice hums along. No one speaks of it now, but the dolls still watch from behind the dusty glass. Some debts are paid in coin, others in soul. If you enjoyed this story, there are many more tales waiting in the shadows. Like this video, subscribe to The Pale Divide, and join us again as we explore what lies just beyond the veil. Thank you for listening.